Smoky Hispanic blend of black beans, chunks of Spanish chorizo, fresh tomatoes, and the perfect baked egg. What a mug!
Right, first up, chorizo in a mug. Stick everything in a mug.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to do tomatoes. So 1, 2 of those. And all I'm going to do is chunk those up into dice, get rid of the middle bits. And the reason I'm getting rid of all of this middle bit is that's too wet. Our sauce with just the tomato flesh and the spring onions and the beans has enough liquid. But if you keep all this middle bit in as well, you end up with something that later on our egg collapses into rather than sits on top when it bakes.
We initially designed this to be a thrifty recipe, didn't we? It was something that's really cheap, really quick, really easy. And then we thought, why not put it in a mug?
Because that makes it even easier.
Yeah, and chorizo is perfect for that because you can just stick it in the fridge, can't you? Keep it there for a couple of weeks.
And then all of our tomato pieces, your chorizo into a bowl. You can mix this straight in the mug, but so it's equally combined, a bowl is better.
Got more surface area to work with there.
You have indeed. Along with, next up, tin of black beans. So these are going to go in.
I love black beans. I use black beans and I call them Balotelli beans, or what are they called? Balotti beans.
Balotti beans.
I use them at home. And I'll tell you why they're good. It's because the expectation of beans, people say, oh, they don't really have any flavour. But they're perfect. You should flavour them as if they were a pasta with spices, herbs, sauces. Use them like that. Once you get that into your psyche, completely changes your world.
Q spices. We've got ground cumin, ground coriander, smoked paprika and salt, all from a jar. All there ready in the cupboard when you need them.
Jar?
Not the same jar.
Oh, from jars.
And then put into our mixture. So that's all going in there.
That was a really nice link there, mate. I think you did a great job there.
Keep mixing, because the last thing I'm going to do is some colour and some spring onions. So if I chop these up, you can mix all of our spices together. And it looks like we've got a lot going on here, but if you're going to open a tin of beans, you might as well use the whole tin. So this is enough for 2 portions. We're just going to demonstrate with 1. And then spoon it into our mug. And now, how good does that smell?
Oh, it smells great. I mean, the minute you stick those spices in, bang.
And there's no added liquid in here, because as we cook it, all the tomatoes mush down into their own sauce. So there we go.
Lovely.
And that goes into a microwave, 800 watts for 2.5 minutes.
I thought you were going to say for 800 minutes.
Not 800 minutes, 800 watts, 2.5 minutes, job done.
Over to me.
There we go, after 2.5 minutes, it's quite warm, so be careful of the handle.
Yeah.
And at this point, just mix up, it's beginning to go a bit mushy, all those chorizo oils coming out.
And you thought a spoon was used the other way around.
Well, you can use it the other way around, or...
Anyway, back to your well. He's making a little
It tastes
hole.
great too, and then you can crack an egg
Crack on with the egg.
into the well. So there we go, at this point, you can either be super lazy and put it into the microwave again for about a minute, minute and a half, and it will cook, it will taste amazing, it just doesn't look great.
But if you are aesthetical advocates, as we are because we make videos, you want to put this in the oven at 200 degrees C for 8 minutes.
There we go, baked off. What you want to do is take it out of the oven just before it's finished cooking all the way through, because the residual heat will continue to cook the egg without overcooking it.
That's what happens with eggs, doesn't it?
And if you serve it immediately and you crack into it with a spoon, it all begins to cook nicely. So that's the key to a perfect baked egg. Garnish it with some green fresh parsley, and there we go. Huevos rancheros, super lazy, damn quick.
Sorted. Well, it smells great.
You say beans didn't have flavour.
See what you can do with some amazing spices.
And cheap ones too. Cheap spices, dry store ingredients.
I like the fact that you would just have these lying around. That's what makes this. You should make this too.
If you thought that video was top drawer, then we've got loads of mugs all over our channel. Here are just a few.